Today's video, we're going to talk about dupes. You need duplicate summons to awaken your monsters to the 15th level, and you need dupes for skill ups if you don't have Devilmons. I'm going to tell you the best way to get dupes and what to do with dupes with different elements. If you end up liking this video, make sure to hit the sub button, hit the like button, hit that bell dingy thing so you know when I post a video. Let's go, baby. Tip of the day. Have you leveled a piece of gear and the substats did not roll the way you wanted to? There is a way to change the substats and get a better piece of gear. And this is through professions. Now, professions are very spendy to level up. And if you're free to play, like you probably are or close to it, your gold is valuable. However, if you get to a point where you really like this piece of gear, but the substats suck. As you can see, I have a 5-star ring in my inventory, and this little symbol at the bottom left says I can craft this. So I click on this and I go click on the ring, and here I have this ring. Let's say I want to change these substats. Anyways, I click select. This is just for educational purposes. I'm going to go ahead and craft this for you. And as you see, the substats will change to whatever randomly it gives me. As you can see now, it's crit rate, precision, defense, HP. But you do get a first awaken, and it's an extra chance to change those substats to something you've already leveled up. The more you know. All right, let's talk about first how to get dupes. Now, obviously, you summon. Summon your mystical summons, right? I'm going to talk more in depth about that in a second, but first I want to talk about unknown scrolls. Unknown scrolls are a very valuable asset. You may have come from a different Summoner's War game, but in this Summoner's War game, unknown scrolls you can summon 3-star monsters and 4-star monsters. And this is not just fire, wind, and water. This also includes light and dark. So whenever you do get unknown summons, make sure to summon them as much as possible. For one, your power level goes up. 2, you get 4-star units like this. And this is why I bring this situation up, is because, hey, I have Amazons built that aren't fire. What should I do with this dupe? But like I said, you just summon and you keep summoning these until you get something that you want. It could be anything. It could be another Amazon dupe. What do we do with these dupes? How do you get more unknown scrolls, you ask? You should be doing this repeat request anyway because of the Breath of Life's and the Path of Growth tickets. But if you go to the hardest area you can, wherever you are progression in the game, it's the one that gives Breath of Life's unknown scrolls and Path of Growth tickets. Make sure to do this pretty much 100% of the time. You can get gold in different ways. You can get Transcendence pieces in different ways because that's not 100% drop either. PvP tickets and yarns is just a whole different later game. So you get unknown scrolls through repeat request, and another place to get them, I talked about this before, is in the alchemy profession. This takes faint magic core, leaf, and enchanted stone. Enchanted stone you can get through mining. You can also get it through exploration lizard. Same with leaf, through gathering herbs or exploration lizard. And faint magic core you farm all over the field. Any creature Tesca and above. You can also get it on the exchange center. But as you see, I can get 15 unknown scrolls, and then I can start popping off some more, get another Hellhound dupe. Yay, I want to build a Hellhound, maybe, I don't know, Yeti dupe, whatever, yay, yippee. With the proper luck, you can get really good dupes here. All right, let's talk about mystical summons. Whenever you view this video, there may be a new monster coming out, and you really want that monster. If you're focused on that one element, definitely hit up that banner. You do get a guaranteed one within 200 summons. So if you summon over 100 on this banner and you don't get that Nat 5 monster that you wanted, make sure to finish out that banner to get 200 to get the guaranteed. You might even pull one before the 200, but if you summon over 100, you gotta finish the banner. It's a waste if you don't. Let's say you summon on this banner and bam, on like the 6-10 pull, you pull Fire Raven. You want to stop summoning on this banner. Go over to Mystical Summon and use Altar's Blessing. Whenever the lightning changes to purple or orange, any monster you have on here has a 40% chance to be that lightning. It's not necessarily the actual element, but this is a better way to get dupes and a better way to get skill ups for your Nat 4s and Nat 5s. The main goal for your Nat 5s and Nat 4s is to get an Awakening 15. That's 6 total, 5 of them being dupes. 100 pieces over the original one. If you're truly focused on one monster like Fire Raven, for example, and you do end up popping this off on the Altar's Blessing, if there's a banner up, go ahead and switch back to the banner and start summoning on that. But if you're not worried about it and you want skill ups and dupes for your other monsters that you put on this table, then keep summoning on the Altar's Blessing. The last place I want to talk about getting dupes is the Exchange Pieces shop. I've talked about this shop before. With the 1-star pieces, make sure you get Breath of Lives only. The 2-star pieces, make sure to get Breath of Lives only. Now for the 3-star, 4-star, and 5-star pieces, 3 times a day the shop changes. I always look at this shop multiple times a day, because if there's a monster that I have and have built, I look for the actual own element that I built and look for its pieces and I buy them off. I select monster shard pieces that I know I'm not going to build. I exchange them and I do this daily. I look at the 3-star pieces, the 4-star pieces, and the 5-star pieces. If there's a monster that I have built the same element on these shops, I will buy the pieces. Like I said, they're good for every 8 hours. However, you can reset them early. So for educational purpose, I'm going to reset this for you and look at the 3-star and 4-star and 5-star pieces that I want to hope that I get to build something that I want. Now that we talked about how to get dupes, what do we specifically do with them? First and foremost, the main goal like I talked about is to get your monsters that you've built to Awakening level 15. Once you pull the monster, you need 5 dupes after that. That will be 100 shard pieces. You don't want to spread yourself out with 5 stars in this game if you're free to play. As you know, resources are limited. You only want to focus on specific ones you can max skill and be very selective on who you build. If you get a dupe, never feed it off for skill points, even if it's a different element, unless you know for sure you would never build that element. You specifically target Nat 5 skills for Devilmons. If you have shard points of a different element from the monster you built, and you know you're not going to build it, then yeah, put those shards into the skill points of the Nat 5 you built. But make sure you really know you're not going to build that element. Never feed off light and dark 5-star shards. Ever. 4-star units. When you get dupes of 4-star units, you need to decide which elements are most important to you. You guys may have noticed I did start a monster showcase series featuring a unit in the top 3 out of the 5 elements. That's kind of what I base myself on in shards and dupes. I will take the 2 elements that I don't care about, and I will use that in the exchange piece shop, but first mainly to skill up any Nat 4s that I want to build. Like for example, Fire Harg. I want a light Harg and a dark Harg. Wind and water are actually pretty decent too, but I know if I pull light or dark, I won't need water or wind. So whenever I pull a wind or a water Harg, oh, hi Josie, hi, then I will use that as skill ups for Rakuni, which I already have him maxed. But if I pull a Fire Harg, I will not use that as skill ups until I have over 100 pieces. You have to be resourceful. Again, never feed off Nat 4 light and dark shards. 3-star monsters and dupes. It really doesn't matter unless it's light and dark. For example, let's just find a 3-star unit that I might build at some point. Alright, Water Frankenstein for example. Really good for the Naraka raid. Really good in PvP too. As you can see, I have 258 fire shards, 406 water, 295 wind. Before you start skilling up, you always want to get to the 5th Awakening level. And this is because if they do get a new skill, sometimes it will make it so that you can skill up that new skill. So let's just evolve this bad boy real quick. When you evolve, make sure it's Rainbow Mons and not anything else. Don't use dupes to evolve. Alright, so we got Water Frankenstein. I can awaken it to the 5th level. And then we have Tractor. Bam. As you see, the new skill does have skill ups. First, we're going to use like the different elements shards to level up and skill up. Which if you hit auto select, you just got to be aware of what element is chosen and make sure it's not any devil mons. So I'm going to use fire, and like I said, it really doesn't matter if it's fire, water, or wind, because you summon so much in this game that you're going to be getting tons and tons of shards. You will be able to do pretty much anything with 3-star monsters. Okay, as you can see, Tractor is now max skilled. You don't need to start getting dupes until the Awaken level 10. And you know you need to keep at least 100 shard pieces. So what do you do with the rest of the dupes? You can go to the 3-star shard shop. You can save these pieces for when you see 4-star monster shards that you built, or you get a ton of Breath of Life. As you can see, I know I need to keep 100, so what I'm going to do is the Water Franks 306, click OK, exchange, and now I have 306 more Breath of Life. And I still keep 100 shards to get Awaken 15 at some point. That's it for today's video. I just wanted to explain what to do with dupes because I've been asked multiple times. The best and most efficient way to do it anyway. If you like this video and like all my content, hit the sub button, hit the like button, hit that bell dingy dingy thing. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!